Tommy V in Michigan. He was on fire this morning.
Okay, thank you, Tommy V in Michigan. Yes, sir. If you share my prayers.
Tommy V's on. Yeah, we'll jump over there.
Tommy V doing great stuff over there.
Deshaun Moore. And I'd like to see your full name.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Deshaun Moore, Jr.
This is case number 240-577-9101. Houston, Michigan versus Deshaun Moore. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashaba Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Deshaun Moore, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute, waiting for reading.
All right, court of not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument is the bond.
Judge, so I'm asking if Your Honor is not going to consider a high personal bond, I'd ask for a 10% bond. I would not object to a GPS tether. But he didn't like the house arrest as long as he was able to go to work. I understand that this is life defense, Your Honor, and I know Your Honor does read the reports. I think it's more than just about carjacking.
Ms. Kirkland, I'm sorry, Ms. Kirkland.
Yeah.
There's a lot of background noise in DDC, so can you just speak up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just stating that I know Your Honor does read these reports, so I just put forth that I think, Judge, this is a little bit more than just about a carjacking. I think this is about abuse that may have been going on at the hand of the complainant in this case. Nonetheless, Mr. Moore is a lifelong resident with 3 children, and he has one that he's expecting. He is working at SJ Clothing, where he works Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. He does fall within the 200% guidelines. I just ask that Your Honor consider, a bond that will allow him to fight this case around here.
All right, Ms. Kirkland. As you know, that this is armed robbery, a life offense. He's been previously convicted of unarmed robbery, and then reviewing this report, assaultive, threatening, and then what I find particularly troublesome, if this is true, from the complaining witness who stated that Mr. Moore stated to him that he threatened to shoot and kill him. So given his past conviction for unarmed robbery, the allegations in this case, which are very, very egregious, which is life offense,
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. I have reported to any one of my court dates and everything, and I'm about to have a child. My baby mother is literally in the hospital. I'm trying to see my child get born. And she having contractions. I'm just trying to see my child get born. But I do come to court, and I have been convicted of unarmed robbery that I've been to court for. I did my time for it. I served my time for it. I'm not trying to run from what I have done or anything. When my mom had a stroke, she had my son, and she on her throat shirt, but she really can't move with him. She can't get around with him.
And Judge, may I just add one thing to that?
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, so I know you stated, he has a history where he has been convicted of unarmed robbery, and there was a threat in this case. But Your Honor, in his confession, which I always advise against, he let the police know that there was context behind whatever was going on here, and that was the complainant touching a little girl. So, Judge, I don't think
So that supposedly justifies these alleged actions?
Not at all, Your Honor. My argument is that this isn't somebody that's in the community terrorizing people. This is a complainant that was known to him. There was a reason behind it. This was not I'm arguing that this is isolated incident that had something to do with something that they had going on, and that little girl actually being Mr. Moore's daughter. My argument, Your Honor, is not necessarily that anything in the report is okay. It was that this is not isolated action. This is not somebody that's a danger necessary to the community. It was something specifically between him and this complainant. I would ask the court to put a GPS tether on him, give him house arrest. To keep him away from this complainant.
All right. For the reasons I articulated, his prior robbery conviction, these serious allegations, including the threat I should shoot and kill him, allegedly, I find Mr. Moore a danger to the community. It'll be $100,000 cash surety. If he's able to post bond, then it'll be fitted with a GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. No contact with Tyrone Fomby. He's not to purchase any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. We have a bond redetermination hearing Tuesday, June 18th.
Can I hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Was the bond set at 100,000?
What was the bond amount again, sir?
$100,000 cash surety. We'll have bond redetermination hearing Tuesday, June 18th, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConaughey. Your attorneys will argue for a bond reduction at that point.
Excuse me, sir. Can I please get
Mr. Moore, I am going to
Do you really want to talk? Do you really want to talk?
No, sir. I don't want to make you mad or do anything in that type of nature, sir. I'm just.
Bond redetermination hearing Tuesday, June 18th. Probable cause June 25th. Preliminary examination July 2nd, both in front of Judge Sabri. Again, as I indicated, you have a bond redetermination hearing Tuesday in front of Chief Judge McConaughey, where your attorneys can argue for reduction of your bond. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
They reduce it on Tuesday. I gotta stay here Tuesday?
No, you're gonna go to county public next. Where are you at? 5? Jones, come on.
Is Jones a double bagger? We got a co-defendant on that one?
He does, but his code D is trying to get a hold of his attorney. He hasn't been interviewed by her. Stand on the black line, say your full name. Mr. Jones has been interviewed.
Jermaine Jones.
Sorry, what?
Jermaine Jones, sir.
Judge, his co-defendant told us that he was retained.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
His co-defendant told us that he retained an attorney.
His co-defendant is Mr. Shorter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who's his attorney?
I believe James Murray is who we were told. Can I double check, Your Honor?
DDC, can you bring Mr. Shorter to the screen, please? Mr. Shorter?
Yes.
Who's your attorney?
Jay Murray.
Have you spoken with him recently?
Yes, I just spoke to him.
Have you retained him?
Yes.
Mean you or your family paid him money?
Yes.
So why is he not here? If you just spoke with him and he knows you're in DDC.
He just said he's supposed to be getting on here or something.
Or something?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Get back in touch with him and have him to log on right now.
Judge, do you want me to give him a call?
Please.
Okay.
can we pass on these two? EDC?
A few moments later.
I've got Mr. Murray logging in. Good afternoon, Mr. Murray. How are you?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm fine. How about yourself?
Okay. You are here on behalf of Mr. Shorter, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. EDC, can you bring up Mr. Shorter and Mr. Jones, please?
So are we ready on the last two or no?
Bring out Shorter and Jones, please. All right, gentlemen, state your name for the record.
Jermaine Jones, Robert Shorter.
This is case number 240-577-9302 and 03. Mr. Jones and Mr. Shorter, appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Jones, who has been advised of his right, wishes to stand mute and wait the formal reading.
Okay, finish your appearance, Mr. Murray.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. James Murray, PA 5490, appearing on behalf of Mr. Shorter, who asked to waive his rights and stand mute as well.
All right, restate your P number again.
85490.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of both your clients. Ms. Kirkland, first with your bond argument, then followed by Mr. Murray.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, understanding that this is a life offense, I'm asking that if this court is not going to consider, high personal bond, I would ask the court to consider a 10% bond. I'm not objecting to a GPS tether. I just asked for permission for him to leave for work. Mr. Jones is a lifelong resident. He has a child. So he has strong ties to the community. He stays with his mother, so he has family here. Does fall within the 200% guideline. At this point, there's no amount of bond he can afford to make. He has no prior convictions. I do understand he though.
Come on, Mr. Jones.
Judge, the information that I have is that he has no convictions on his record.
I have him as an habitual third.
I understand, Your Honor.
Was another expungement?
I'm sorry?
Another expungement? Oh, go ahead, Ms. Kirkland.
Thank you, Your Honor. He is working at Andros Plumbing as an assistant. I'm asking for a 10% bond in this case, and that Your Honor allow him to fight this case from out here. He is 28 years old, does have strong ties to the community, nothing assaultive on his record. That I understand, Your Honor. My understanding is he has nothing assaultive, that he has no prior convictions. I understand what you're reading in the report. I'm reading the same, but after talking to Mr. Jones, he has no prior convictions.
Mr. Murray, argument as the bond.
Your Honor, my client, Mr. Shorter, also has no previous criminal convictions.
Hey, I'm sick.
He resides locally in the community with his mother. He has strong family support system. I've actually been in contact with the family extensively. Mr. Shorter retained my offices immediately upon being incarcerated for these charges. Again, we would just ask for an affordable bond, a GPS tether. In this matter, he is not a flight risk and poses no threat to the community. Although, despite I do understand the serious nature of the charges pending, I'm sure that we could get this resolved. And he's a 20-year-old young man who has no history, and we would like to prove himself to be an honorable citizen.
Mr. Murray, is he employed or in school?
Last time I spoke with Mr. Shorter, he was employed in the food catering industry. I'm with a friend providing food services. Are you currently still employed there, Mr. Shorter?
Yes.
And what are your times of employment?
Morning.
But if I understand,
Morning? Is that, did he say morning?
Mr. Schroeder, when you
What time is morning?
7 to 3.
7 a.m. to 3 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
So that includes the afternoon too, doesn't it?
You said what, sir?
That includes the afternoon too, doesn't it?
Yes.
Your attorney asked you what time do you go to work? What time do you work? You said morning.
I didn't hear him, sir. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Murray.
I would just ask that Mr. Schroeder be allowed to continue to further his employment and be allowed to travel to and from work while on tether, if allowed to have an affordable bond.
All right, Mr. Shorter, in light of the fact that you don't have a criminal history, and I'm going to give you a personal bond with a GPS tether, a $100,000 personal bond, GPS tether, curfew 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness, Corey Wade. You're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
And given the fact that you have retained an attorney who I know will assure your appearance in court, your lack of criminal history, that's the reason why I'm giving you a personal bond. Your attorney persuaded me to allow you to go to work, but you'll be fitted with a GPS tether. Now, Mr. Jones, you're an entirely different other matter.
I speak.
You do. No, you cannot speak. You're an entirely different matter. You have, from my recollection, the record in front of me, you have a criminal history. And from my reading of the investigator's report, you were allegedly the one that held the firearm to the complaining witness and allowed, it was kind of like, I wouldn't say the mastermind, but you were the one that held the weapon that allowed for the larceny robbery to occur. But however, I am going to give your attorney some weight. She did ask for a 10% bond, and I'm going to give you $100,000 cash, 10%. If you're able to make that bond, GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. You're also not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. And you're not to have also any contact with Mr. Corey Wade. Ms. Kirkland, is this an affordable bond for your client?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, bond redetermination hearing, Mr. Jones, will be Tuesday, June 18th. In front of Chief Judge McConaughey at 9 a.m. Probable cause for both of you, June 24th, preliminary examination, July 1st, both in front of Judge Ronald Giles. Any questions regarding your court dates or bond conditions?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you. Great day to you and your
I'll
family.
keep you outside in just a minute.
Okay.